Hey guys, so Cardfight here, and today I'm here with updated Gear Chronicle deck profile. This is with the Kronos Convolution. Deck's pretty fun. It's also pretty strong. There's a lot of options you can go about with your Gzone, but this is currently the build I've been working with. The Gzone is really up to your personal preference. I know a lot of people that like running 4 Kronos Command Revolution. I think it's okay to run 4, but currently in this deck I'm not running 4, but let's get on with the deck profile first. So starting Vanguard, we are running Chronojet Dragon. Generation 1, move this card into the soul. When this card is put to the bind zone from your Rearguard circle, you can search your deck for a Chronojet Dragon. And then Chronojet grade 3, and then call it to the Rearguard circle, and then at the end of the turn, that card moves to your hand. Basically, yeah, you time leap this thing, and then shove him into soul, and then call it Chronojet, and then you get an extra stride fodder next turn. Or you can ride it if you want. Really up to you. Next, running 4 Chronojet Dragons. I know in current builds, a lot of people like running 3 Chronojet and then 4 Eagles. But in my build, I'm running 4-4. So skill is Generation 2. When this card attacks, it gets plus 5,000 power, and your opponent cannot guard with grade 1 or above cards with the Guardian, and cannot call grade 1 or above cards from their hand to the Guardian circle. And then second skill is Kronos 1. On your turn, when a unit strides on the top of this card, you can pay the cost and then rewind one of your opponent's cards. So rewind, whatever you want to call it. I call it rewind. Just move it to your opponent's bottom deck of their deck. Tuck it. Some people call it tuck it. They tuck the card. Really up to you. For simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna say rewind. All right, we're running 4 Eagles, Gear Eagles. He's new card from the Fighters Collection, and his skill is Time Leap. It activates on the Rearguard circle, the first skill. Generation 1. When this card attack hits, if you have a Kronos Command Vanguard, you can choose one of your Rearguards and Time Leap it. Very good skill on the Rearguard circle. Vanguard skill is choose one of your Rearguards and put it to the bottom of your deck. On your turn, if you stride a Kronos Command G unit onto this card, you can pay the cost, which is putting the card to the bottom of your deck, one card in the bottom of your deck, and then search your deck top 10 cards of your deck, and then add 2 units with the Time Leap text, and add it to your hand. So you can add himself if you find him. You can add Clock Fencer. You can also add History Maker, and you can add Time Break Dragon. I think those are the only Time Leap units I'm running in this deck. But yeah. Next, we're running 2 of this guy. Rugadu or Rukadu, something like that. Skill is Generation 1, kind of lost 1. When this card is called to the Rearguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, this card gets plus 2,000 power. And a new skill, when this card attacks, during this battle, your opponent cannot call grade 0s to the Guardian circle from their hand. So obviously he's strong because he restricts guard. He's like Silent Tom, except he does cost kind of last 1, but he becomes an 11k attacker, so you can combo him with Gear Wolf to hit 21 if you rewind something. It's pretty good. I like running him. Running 2 Clock Fencer. His Time Leap skill, when this card is placed from the hand to the Rearguard circle, you can Time Leap 1 unit. He Time Leaps for free, so I like that. He's not as good as History Maker, but he is a Time Leap card, so it's okay. Running 3 Upstream Dragon. Mainly using him to toolbox your grade 1s, because I'm running a pretty weird grade 1 ratio. So, or grade 1 lineup. So we're running 3 Upstream Dragons. His skill is it activates from Rearguard Circle, Generous Pick 1. When this card attacks, he can get 4,000 power, and then if he gains 4,000 power at the end of the battle, you can move this. You have to move this card to the bottom of your deck, and then search your deck for a Grade 1. Call it into rest position, and then shuffle your deck. So searching out for Grade 1 is very useful. He also combos with Gear Wolf to hit 24. If you got one rewind, if you got 2 rewinds off, then he hits for even bigger. So it's pretty strong. Next, we're running 4 History Makers. History Maker Dragon. Skill is Time Leap, Generous Pick 1. Kind of lost 1. When this card attacks, you pay the cost if you do Time Leap 1 unit. So he activates when he attacks, so you can potentially get more attacks off if you Time Leap a Grade 2. You can call for a Eagle. And then, yeah, do stuff like that. Or you have if you have a Grade 1 attacking or something, then you can Time Leap that, and then call for another History Maker, and attack with that History Maker to bounce this, and then you can call a Eagle. It's pretty cool. He doesn't require to be boosted, so it's pretty good. Alright. Grade 1s, we're running 1 Melum. I think her name is Melum. Rearguard Circle, Generous Pick 1. When this card attacks, she can gain 4,000 power. If she gains 4,000 power at the end of the battle, move this card to the bottom of your deck. Or it doesn't have to be bottom, just move this card back to your deck, and then call a Grade 1 card. And then call it in the rest. And then shuffle your deck. So you're going to use her to search for either a Chronojet that got put back into your deck for some reason, or you're going to search for a Doki Doki Worker. So you can make some strong ass next age plays. She also hits 21 with the Gear Wolf that got power up once, so she's pretty good. Only running 1 because I don't find running more. You can run 2 if you want. Running 1 is fine because you can search for her. But yeah, good stuff. And then next we're running 1 GG. GG is the Soul Blast 2 draw card when you call it to the Rearguard Circle. If you want, you can either run 2 GG or 2 of her, this chick, if you really want. I'm running 1-1 because you can toolbox for them, and they're not really important. They help you. They make life easier, but you don't have to have them. So next, we're running 3 Gear Wolves. So they every time his skill is Generous Pick 1. Every time your opponent's unit gets rewind, then he gets 3,000 power. So on a full field, your opponent's full field, if they take a revolution, then he gets plus 15k. Pretty scary. Next, we're running 2 Time Break Dragons. Same effect as Clock Fencer, so don't explain that. I mean, she's pretty much the Grade 1 version of Upstream, but anyway, pretty much the same. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Doesn't matter. Next, we're running 3 Shred Enablers. You can run 4 if you want. To make shredding more consistent, but it's really consistent already running at 3, and there's a lot of great ones you want to run, so running 3 is enough. And then running 4 Purple Guard Gs. You can run normal Purple Guards now. If you're scared of Laurel, run normal Purple Guards. This deck isn't too scared of Laurel, but yeah, he's still sort of scary, especially with Dialeon and whatnot, so, yeah. So next we're running 4 Margot clones, 4 heals, 4 crit, 4 more crit. This is Doki Doki Worker, the MVP trigger. Skill is move this card into your soul. When your Vanguard attacks, If you're grade 3 or above Chronojet Vanguard, you can pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, and then your Vanguard gets plus 5,000 power during that battle. So, if you are planning to do that Melum Chronojet play, Doki Doki is definitely very important in that. Because you can, bump up your Chronojet by an extra magic number. Gzone, we're running. Let's start with this first. 1 Metallica Phoenix. Skill is G flip 1 card in your Gzone. It doesn't have to be Metallica Phoenix, so most of the time you're going to be Phoenix. Most of the time you'll be flipping Kronos Command Dragon, so that you can get Kronos Command Revolution's second skill, second part of effect off. When this card attacks, if you're Chronojet Heart, you can pay the cost. If you do, time leap one of your units. So he only works with Chronojet though. So if you have to ride Eagle, then you might want to directly just ride into Kronos Command. Running 1 Kronos Command, skill kind of lasts 2, soul lasts 1. Choose a card in your hand and discard it. When this card hits a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, rewind your opponent, all of your opponent's units. It's not the best card, but he does have a lot of pressure. Everyone has a full field, and you mainly want him to fulfill the condition for Kronos Command Revolution anyway. So running 1 is definitely fine. Definitely don't want more than 1. Next, running 2 Kronos Command Revolutions. You can run 4 if you want. As I said before, his skill is kind of lost 1. G flip 1 Kronos Command Revolution. And then when this card is placed on the Vanguard circle, you may pay the cost. If you do, both you and your opponent's units get rewinded, so all of them. And then if your Gzone has a Kronos Command Dragon, you can save 2 of your Rearguards. And then, yeah. So basically everything except for those 2 Rearguards that you choose gets put back to the bottom of your deck. Mainly the second part of the skill is to make the card more balanced. If you have a full field and your opponent's field also has a full field, then it's kind of unfair. But rewinding all of your opponent's cards. Rewinding all your opponent's cards, and then letting you keep 2 is also is pretty fine. Yeah. So when you're planning to use this card, a lot of times you're just gonna intercept with your front row units. And if you have 3 units in the back row, if you have Gear Falcon as Vanguard, Gear Eagle. I keep calling it Falcon. Fuck. Gear Eagle. You're gonna probably put 1 to the bottom of your deck, and then just search for time leap units so that you can keep those 2, and then that one doesn't go to waste. All right. Next, running Chronojet. Next age. Chrono Dragon next age. I don't think I need to explain the skill, but I'll do it anyway. Kind of Generous 2, kind of lost 1. G flip 1 Chrono Dragon next stage, and then choose 3 cards in your hand and ditch them. When this card attacks, at the end of the battle, if you have Chronojet Dragon Heart, you pay the cost. If you do, move this card into the Gzone and then stand your Vanguard. So your Chronojet Dragon gets to attack again. And again, you can combo it with, Doki Doki Worker and stuff to pump up its attack so that it's also very big. And your opponent cannot call great ones due to Chronojet Dragon's skill. So it's pretty strong. And then next we're running 2 Firelock Colossus. This card you can replace with Revolution, but I kind of like this guy. So I'm running 2. You can take 1 out and run Fate Rider or something, but I think running 2 of this is fine. His skill is Catalyst 1. Choose 1 of your Rearguards and put it to the bottom of your deck. When this card attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you choose up to one of your opponent's rearguards, and your opponent puts that unit to the bottom of their deck. So you rewind that, and then during until end of the battle, your opponent cannot call guards with the same grade as the unit put into the bottom of the deck. The one that you chose on your opponent's field. So basically, if you rewind a grade 1, your opponent cannot call perfect guards. So most of the time, they will have grade 1, at least one grade 1 on the field. If it has resist, then tough luck, but yeah, a lot of times they won't. So you can just use it to restrict your opponent's perfect guards. Very, very strong. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a very fun deck, and there are changes that you guys can make. The Gzone is very, very flexible. These are all the cards that I just like to run, but yeah, Firelock Colossus is definitely very strong. I mean, and so is this guy. But next time, I'll see you guys soon. This is Cardfight, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.